A very good afternoon, everyone. Respected senior professors, Dr. Kalpana, Dr. Senbavali, they are my seniors. Dr. Karthikeyan, my close friend, Dr. Karthikeyan, Dr. Krishnan was also our classmate and senior, who is heading, I think, organic farming section, and other online colleagues. Very good afternoon. For the benefit of the students, first I will introduce myself. I am Dr. Ramesh. I studied from this university. This is my university. BSc, MSc, PhD. All I did only from this university. Maybe from different campuses. Undergraduate from Karaikal. Now it is not under this university. Now it is under Pondicherry University. Thereafter, PG from Madurai campus. That time there were only 7 campuses. Now we have a lot of campuses. And finally, PhD I did from here, this university. And I am very happy to be here today. In the same hall, we used to present our credit seminars, our thesis evaluation, everything we did is from the same hall. Today, I am very happy that I am giving a guest lecture in the same hall. It's a proud moment for me. And the topic chosen by me, an insight into organic farming research. TNU is always in the forefront in innovations. I can say innovations, whether it is teaching method, extension method, or any arena you can name. So recently I read in newspapers about the latest new development. One student, one farming family. Nobody will think this direction. I don't think anybody else thought in this country. It's the first initiative from this university. Really, I appreciate this. The next one is guest lecture. Whoever comes for external examiner, they have to give a guest lecture. There are 2 aspects. One, the external examiner should be free to prepare the slides. Initially I thought I should go for extempore. Then I received information I have to go for PPT. Sometimes it is difficult for the external examiner. Within a short span of time, giving a guest lecture is somewhat difficult. But I have taken help from Dr. Ravi Shankar. Fortunately, he was also one of the examiner of this particular thesis. So with his inputs, I have included my own inputs. And since 2008, I am involved in organic farming research. From 2008, I am in organic farming research. To some extent, I know the in and out of organic farming research. We talk a lot about organic farming, but what I am talking is about organic farming research. Where we are lagging, we also do some mistakes. How best this can be improved or modified? That is my wild thinking or wild thinking. That I want to discuss in this particular topic. So some of things may be very normal. Wherever I feel these things should be discussed in a forum. There was one meeting in this hall by the Tamil Nadu Society of Agronomy. I was invited for that particular meeting. Unfortunately, I was unable to attend. In that particular meeting, I proposed some points for organic farming research. The same inputs I am going to use today, since the time was not there for me to make a lot of corrections in the PPT. I have made these slides with only 18 slides. Let us try to discuss what are the problems in the organic farming research. This is in the overview in the country with respect to organic farming. We have 2.66 million hectare under third-party certification plus in conversion. There are a lot of ifs and buts. Many people won't accept outside whether it's truly organic or not. Still, we have our own doubt. When we go and purchase in the market, if somebody says it's organic, we have doubt whether it is true. That is why the government has implemented PGS. I should believe you, you should believe me. As a farmer, when I want to take something from you, if you say it is organic food, I should believe you. That is PGS, participatory guarantee. I am participating with you and you are guaranteeing me this is organic. This is accepted methodology in India now. The third-party certification, and there are a lot of certification bodies, so are very costly. Farmer cannot afford. That is why at present this RKVY or PKVY, Parambarigat Krishi Vikas Yojana. It's a traditional agriculture. In that system, the government says it should be a cluster-based approach, so that a group of farmers will guarantee that this crop is organic. And the organic farming itself, it should go only as a cluster mode. If an individual farmer goes for organic farming, it won't work at all. The same analogy works in our research also. So that's where we are lagging in some of the aspects. So now government has some more schemes like Mission Organic Value Chain Development for Northeast region, and the government succeeded in Sikkim. It was declared as the organic state, but the recent results, what we get from Sikkim, they say it is a failure. But still, we don't know exactly what is happening in that particular state. Although they made a lot of efforts, there are some problems in that particular state. They were unable to arrest the movement of chemical fertilizer from outside. Something happened. Still, it is under probe. But anyhow, we are marching towards organic. The area and organic is slowly increasing. This is a development scenario with respect to organic farming. We have several schemes. For example, Central Sector schemes, it was 1 earlier, now it is around 5. And organic farming policy, it was developed in 16 states now. So many states are accepting organic farming as a methodology. They feel it is needed. That is why they have formulated the policy. Several districts were identified as organic districts. The area and organic farming is now threefold, up to 3.29 million hectare. And the export volume is also increasing for certain specific products. Since I am from organic oilseed research institute, and now I am working on organic sesame. From our country, whatever organic sesame is produced, European countries are ready to take. Europe, USA, Malaysia, they're ready to take. But the biggest competitor is Africa. In Africa, the cost of production is very less. But in India, production is very high. Cost of production is very high. That is why we are lagging. And Africa is marching towards. And one more issue is there. With respect to this particular sesame, in the production system, we are not using pesticides. It's very minimum. The problem is there only in the before export. Sesame is easily infested with pests and diseases, particularly pests in the storage sector. That time what they do, they go for some fumigants. That residue remains in the seed and our consignments are rejected in the international arena. So that is why it is rejected. But in total, they feel from India, whatever we get, there are a lot of pesticides. We have done a lot of analysis throughout the country and also from Gujarat. Gujarat, Rajasthan, these are big markets for sesame. There, one particular herbicide, insecticide was found in the sample, fenvalerate, but it was never used in sesame. That means it comes from somewhere else, maybe previous crop or adjacent field or in the system itself. In the organic farming research, when we say it is organic, it should be in total organic. It is not in piecemeal mode. This crop I will do organic. For example, rice sesame cropping system. I will do organic sesame. It will not work. Rice should be organic. Sesame should be organic. Over the years, then only it will be successful. But whether this is possible in our research, this is a question. So there are a lot of grower groups. Now many farmers are interested to go for organic, and there are a lot of retail outlets. There are a lot of things are coming up. People have become crazy to get organic inputs or organic produce from the market. The assessment of yield, technological, certification, marketing gaps. It was done by NPOF, this network project organic farming. This is the yield obtained under different crops in different states. The yield gap is around 11 to 76%, mainly due to the nutrient management. It is mainly due to nutrient management. Where we are lacking, that we have to discuss now. So as a definition, synthetics are avoided or largely excluded to preserve the ecosystem. Preserve the ecosystem. This is a buzzword in organic farming. You have to preserve the ecosystem and to maintain biodiversity. This is what we have forgotten over the years. Within the farm, number one, tradition. Mixed farming and indigenous technical knowledge. This is what farmers are already doing. Innovation, hybrids, biofertilizer, FIM, EC, oil cake, etc. There are a lot of things. Hybrids is also allowed in organic farming. It is not that you should not use hybrid seeds. You can use. It is accepted. Science. The third thing is science. Supplying required nutrients and management of pest and disease without synthetics. This is where our organic farming research should be focusing on. This organic farming is a holistic system. First, we have to accept. It is a holistic system. Not that I have applied only this farmyard manure. We conducted one farmers meeting. There were some 100 farmers doing organic farming. I asked them, how many of you are doing organic farming? Just raise your hands. Some 10 people raised their hands. I asked, what did you do? I raised wheat crop. What happened? No, it is failure. The crop, I could not get acceptable yield. Then I asked, okay, you tell me, you have done organic farming. What you did? I have applied farmyard manure. How much? 1 cartload. Thereafter, nothing. This is organic farming. He said, this is organic farming. I should not do anything else. This is where we are lagging. That is why it is a holistic system, not just nutrient management. I have applied nutrients. It is organic. No. The system should be holistic. It looks farming as a creative rather than mechanistic. Farming should be not considered as a mechanistic. If you applied 2 rupees, you get 4 rupees. If you apply 10 rupees, 20 rupees, you won't get. It is not mechanistic system. It is a creative system. It's a different kind of system. It is working with the ecosystem because it is fundamentally biological based. It is biology based, not chemistry based. And living process. We have to think about the living process, soil as a living thing. Then only it will be successful, rather than a technological and industrial one. It's not industrial type. It is biological. Its basic premise is that all phases of creation are intimately interrelated. I am related with you. I am related with the soil. I am related with the goat. I am related with the animal. I am related with microbes. We are just fighting with microbes. It is a war between men and microbes, or women and microbes. That is what we are doing. In Corona, we are fighting with microbes. In agriculture, we are fighting with microbes. That is what is happening. Nothing else. We are just fighting only with microbes. Whether it is agriculture, chemical, or organic, we are fighting with microbes. We have to follow the principle of law of return. Whatever you take from the soil should go back. If you go on removing, this is your bank account. If you go on removing money from your bank account, nothing will be there. The same is suitable for soil. This is the principle of law of return. You should return back. Whatever you take, something you should return back. For example, pulses. This rice wala pulses, whatever we do in Kaveri Delta area. In Tamil Nadu, what we do, we will remove the total plant. You people might be knowing. You will remove the total plant. If you start from Andhra, they will pluck only the parts. The rest will go to soil. Total will go to soil. Since here we use for animal feed. If you go to Central India, they will pluck only the parts, nothing else. Total will go back. That means at least 50% what you have taken, you are returning back. That is a basic law in organic farming. But this 20th century man have the difficulty in accepting this concept. That is why we are always talking about chemicals, fast food. By ignoring the law of return, we weaken the base of the biological pyramid and the microbial decomposers. And we are disrupting the decay cycle. The cycle is disrupted. Once the cycle is disrupted, the total system will collapse. The latest natural farming concept, what the Sushan Palekar, what he says, I will take one cow. For 30 acres, one cow is sufficient. I will use only cow dung and cow urine to fertilize my field. Here, he is thinking only in terms of living organisms. Living, that means soil biology. But organic farming believes on soil chemistry and biology. Chemistry is also important. Biology is also important. That means if chemistry is important, means you have to give sufficient nutrient to the soil, not to the soil, to the living creature in the soil. You are feeding only microbes, not the plant. If you feed only plant, there will be nothing. That is what we are doing now. That is the problem. In a sense, the earth is a vast and complex recycling plant. We have to recycle everything. This is the pyramid. This is the biotic pyramid. This we have to accept. This is the biotic pyramid with respect to organic farming. This we have to accept. So these are the issues. When you come to the organic farming research, first one, variation in composition of manures. As of now, we accept only farmyard manure as the manure. It contains 0.5% nitrogen. But if you analyze over the country, if you analyze, you will get different composition. But the recommendation is general. Go for 5 tons of farmyard manure. That means the quantity of nitrogen, phosphorus, or potash that goes to the soil always varies. The crop rate varies. One example I gave for wheat. He has gone for 10 tons of farmyard manure. Farmyard manure has 0.5% nitrogen. Wheat requires around 100 kg nitrogen. He has applied only 50 kg. From that 50 kg or 60 kg, how can the crop can establish? And moreover, the varieties of manures. There are different kind of manures. Different kinds of manures. It is not simply farmyard manure or sheep manure. We talk about sheep penning. It is not the single manure. There are several sources that we are not accepting. Farmer will say farmyard manure is not available. How can we do organic farming? It is not the case. We have lot of sources. We have green manure, green leaf manure. We have oil cake, bone meal, fish waste. Variety of manures are available. That we have forgotten. We are not doing. Third one, only FOM will never supplement the crop. This will not work. This will not work at all. Next, equal nutrient basis. In our recommendation or in our research, when we do organic farming research, what will we do? We will take different kind of menus and we will apply on equal nutrient basis. That means if a plant wants 50 kg nitrogen, you will supply 50 kg through manure. Over years, we have seen several literature. It won't improve the SOC, soil organic carbon. It will just fulfill the crop requirement. That is not sufficient. The next point, current crop availability and succeeding crop availability. The nutrient manure, whatever you apply, how much is available for the present crop and how much is available for the succeeding crop. How can we manage this in our research? It was highly tricky. Our experiment goes for 3 years. Within 3 years, we cannot ascertain the whatever I applied in the first year totally dissolved and released in the system. It will remain. It will go on accumulating in the 5th crop. It may be 6th crop. Fast and slow nitrogen. When in the organic manure concept or green manure, we always have two things: fast nitrogen, slow nitrogen. Whenever the lignin content is less, fast nitrogen will is very fast. Slow nitrogen will go to the next season. So in your experiment, when we do the experiment, we won't account that this is coming from the previous season. So whatever we applied, that only will concentrate, but it won't give the result. Maintaining a yield or improving SOC. Whether we want to improve the soil organic carbon or we want to improve the yield, if we go for only equal nutrient basis, SOC won't build. It will come down. It will only sustain the yield. Then that present level. It won't help to improve the SOC. Feeding the soil fauna. Unless you feed the soil fauna, the soil biological health won't remain. We have in the soil quality, we talk about 3 things: physical health, chemical health, biological health. Biological health is not static. In the soil health card, they talk about physical health, chemical health. Means nutrient content. Physical health means this fractionation, sand, silt, those things they tell. But biological health is the key for all this. If you can manage biological health, automatically physical and chemical will also be maintained. If you can sufficiently feed the soil with manures, automatically chemicals and physical health automatically will come. We have to necessarily feed the soil fauna. Manure rotation. Single manures should not be applied. It should be rotated. Again, this is another problem with respect to our research. We will go for a single manure. 3 years we will conduct one research. But the 3rd year, the 3 manures whatever we applied, same type of nutrient will go. That means one particular nutrient may remain deficient. This is another problem. Harvest weed seed control. We talk about crop yield competition period. 1/3 duration is important. But those plants which escape this 1/3 period will produce lot of seeds. That is the biggest problem in organic farming. We are facing this. Wherever we conduct organic farming experiment, only those plants which remain in the field that adds hundreds of seeds, that is accumulated in the next year. That is happening now. Plot size. In our agronomic experiment, we have the plot size of 5/4. But that is never sufficient to conduct a organic farming research. Within that particular area, for example, we conduct an split plot design, 4/3, 5/4. The next plot will be some other treatment. Whether this particular plot where you go for organic treatments and the next plot where you go for chemical treatments, it will certainly, the chemical treatment will affect the organic. So the plot size should be standardized if it is a organic farming research. Organic farming as a full farm concept. In our experiments, we take certain parameters. If I take one example of birds, availability of birds in the farm area. In our experiment, we can never find out whether actually bird population has increased, the number of birds visiting our field is increased. This we can never ascertain unless we go for whole farm concept. System-based organic farming. When we always organic farming is system-based. So in our experiments, we will go for one particular system. When we go for next system, by the time the result experiment will be over. If it is a MSc thesis, 2 years, PhD 3 years. If it is a project, 5 years. Within that 5 years, sometimes it may not happen at all. The desired result won't come at all. PD preparations. This is biodynamic farming, biodynamic preparations. We have inherent lacuna in our mind. There are some preparations called BD 501, 502, up to 507. I give you an example of one particular BD. BD 502. It is a biodynamic preparation. So what happened? They will take cow horn, they will fill with sand, not sand, this cow dung plus silica. They will keep both. It will be composted, then that will be sprayed. What is the rate? 2.5 gram per hectare. You can imagine 2.5 gram per hectare. What will happen? Nothing will happen. This is what we also thought. So we conducted an experiment. We have taken NPOI for one experiment was there. First plot control, next plot BD 502 spray. Is there will be any difference? Nothing will be there. The reason is, the logic is BD 502 will work when soil has sufficient organic matter. But we never maintained. It was controlled. The purpose for which each composition of any manure is used is entirely different. They want to clean the phytoclimate. The phytoclimate of the plant should be cleaned. With respect to 502, wherever silica is used, in a plant, if silica is sprayed, pest and disease attack will be very less. These farmers know. That is why they spray this. It won't give any nutrient benefit. It will avoid pest and disease attack. This we not understand. That's why we have declared BD 501, it won't work. It is not a good manure. But as a total concept, if you go for other menus, BD 501 to 507 will automatically work. What are the challenges? Low crop productivity initial 3 to 4 years. Simple reason. In our recommendations, always we say, when menus, chemical fertilizers were introduced, 12.5 tons of farm manure, nutrient management, 12.5 tons of farm manure before last plowing. Next, fertilizer dose 150, 50, 50 kg NPK per hectare. Are we following now? We have totally forgotten the first line. This is selective amnesia for us. It is not there. We apply only fertilizers. That means what happens? You take urea. Urea is in amide form. Plant won't take urea. Plant cannot take unless microbe work on the urea. The amide form should convert to ammoniacal form. Otherwise, the plant cannot take. For that, we need microbes. From where it will come? Sufficient manure should be there. The microbe will be there. That will act on it. That is the principle. That is what we advocated. We didn't say apply only chemical. We have already informed we should apply farm manure along with fertilized chemicals. That we have not done. Since that we have forgotten, over the years, the population of microbes in soil has gone down. So when you just switch over from chemical to organic, there is no sufficient organic microbes. Unless the population of microbes build up, the yield won't stabilize. That takes minimum of 3 to 4 years, maybe 5 years. It may be 5 years. It may be 3 years, depending upon the microbial load in your field. Labor and knowledge intensive soil and plant health management. It is knowledge intensive. The farmers are very careful. They are highly literate. Farmer knows everything. May not be the science behind, but they know everything. That is why whatever they design, it is scientific. It is scientific, certainly scientific. When we evaluate the knowledge of farmer, we should also think in that direction and do the research. Hilly areas are niche for organic farming, but aggregation is the biggest problem in hilly areas. Small and marginal farmers face difficulties in developing market linkage, but now slowly it is improving. Lack of availability, accessibility of quality control. If you want to export outside the country, you need export certification. That is the biggest problem. The participatory guarantee system is suitable only for the country, not outside. So whatever you want, we can do. Credibility of certification system, especially under PGS. This is doubtful if you want to export. So we have the All India Network project on organic farming, 20 locations, 16 states, several issues involved, and we have come out with a lot of package practices. These results are over 12 years experimentation. Now it is almost from 2004. It has crossed 19 years. This we can boldly believe. And these recommendations, they are telling after 50 year, you will get equal yield to that of chemical fertilizers. This is possible, except few crops where the demand is very high. Sugarcane, you have to supply lot of nutrients. Where it is not possible, there is a doubt. But otherwise, wherever it is a seasonal crop, 3 months, 4 months crop, certainly organic farming is possible. That is why what we advocate now to a farmer. So we want to slowly improve the soil microbe. First year, 10% organic, 90% inorganic. Next year, 20-80. Go on, do. 10th year, you can totally convert. You will get equal yield, no doubt at all. There is a need to develop alternate managements. For example, farmyard manure is used 56%. Still, in our mind, it's only farmyard manure. We have to come out. We have to use other manures also. The research, for the research, how much we are investing. We can see the current level of investment research is only 0.4%. It is too low. When you compare with the export, it is too low. The investment in organic should be increased. The calculation of profitableness is an invention of the devil by which one fools human beings. This is applicable for organic farming. It has destroyed a colorful world and transformed it into the gray and gloomy monotony of money valuation. This is applicable for organic farming also. Another question will rise. Pest and disease management is not possible in organic farming. It is certainly possible. If the plant is healthy, no pest will come. What we did during Corona period, we were taking that Nilavembu. Why did we take? To make ourselves resistant. The same way, if the soil is healthy, there was one discussion. In a long-term fertilizer experiment, only organic, only chemical. They have taken these two. And they checked the soil microbial biomass carbon. That means biomass carbon of the microbes. Both were equal. This question was raised to me. See, in organic also same carbon. I am talking about microbial biomass, not soil organic carbon. Microbial biomass carbon. That means the population of microbes also same in chemical as well as organic. He asked me, the project coordinator asked me, why you are advocating organic farming? Anyhow, microbes are there. But what I want to say, in organic, friends are sitting more. In a chemical, enemies are sitting more. But population is same. We are 100 people sitting here. 50 has one idea, another 50 has one idea. In organic, 90% have beneficial bacteria. In inorganic, 90% are deleterious bacteria. Anyhow, carbon will be same. Thank you. I am open for any questions.
Any questions from students? Yeah, before that, congratulations, Dr. Ramesh.
Thank you.
Given very good information, that to latest information in a nutshell manner, and also what are the research needs and challenges. Highly it is informative to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Krishnan, you are online. You want to say something?
Yeah. Just I want to really, it is a very thought-provoking. Instead of giving the organic farming, you have given the research needs for the organic farming. Actually, as you said that, sorry for my first, excuse my physical absence. I am not able to come, but of course I was attending all through the lecture. Actually, in the organic farming, we are permitted to use the hybrids and also high-yielding varieties. But we are going with the organic menus, which are even not even having a nutrient concentration of a double digit. Almost we are trying to run a Ferrari car with a local kerosene. And how best we can meet out or otherwise make possible, because all these things are nutrient dynamics and other things are to be. Anyway, is there any research on the use efficiency of organic matter? Because we are working out for the inorganic menus, nitrogen 35%, and all these things we have worked out. Is there any possibility or is there any study on the use efficiency of organic menus?
No. Actually, in that direction, nobody is working. We could not find any literature. In that direction, nothing is done. That is why I'm telling you, with respect to organic farming, we are lacking in research itself. So we have to do a lot of research. Then we can answer several unanswered questions.
Because many a time when it is being compared on a commercial scale and when we are taking it to the policymakers and other things, they are working it out on the production cost and also cost benefit ratio and other things. In fact, a bag of nitrogen urea costing 2,400 rupees for a production being sold for about 240 rupees, and they are comparing with the same organic manure, and of course there is no subsidy or anything is available, but they have not taken as the holistic approach. What is the use efficiency? What is the carryover effect of these organic manures and other things? And particularly, we have to even more concentrate on the dynamics of nutrient release, because the critical period of nutrient requirement of the crop should match with the release of the nutrient, unless and otherwise it is not a possibility. And moreover, the carryover effect also to be taken care when it is to be. Of course, really it is a very informative lecture. What are all the areas? Already we have taken some think tank also, and apart from that, you have given some more information on this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
you.
much, sir. And I take this opportunity to thank our guest speaker because he is also not having time after 2 o'clock. He had to rush up. He has some other programs. And I thank all the students for your patience listening. And thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.